Hey there, just have a couple things on my mind that I wanted to talk about. So, if you know me, you know I care about nutrition, I care about health, people, helping people throughout my life with anything and everything. And just a couple things on my mind today that I'd love to talk to you about and to share. So, just being open, honest a little bit here and try to be brief as best as I can. So, whenever it comes to spring, summer, a lot of people deal with allergies, upper respiratory infections, for instance. They'll have a cough, they'll have sneeze, congestion, sore throat, that kind of thing. And a lot of times people have suggested that this is allergies. They go to the doctor, they get antibiotics, they realize that it's a bacterial infection in their upper respiratory system. Well, they'll go through that round of antibiotics a couple times, and it may help, it may not. Hopefully it does. Well, I just wanted to kind of talk about the component of nutrition and how this plays a role, because let me suggest this. Just walk with me on this thought. I know it might sound a little crazy. I know it might sound something like you've never heard before, perhaps. But what causes bacteria to grow? What causes bacteria to grow? I don't know. Do you? Well, anyway. So to get to the point that I'm trying to make, bacteria grows whenever it has something to feed on. How do we grow? We only grow and get bigger and stronger if we have something to feed on. If we have good nutrition, for instance. We always tell the kids to eat their veggies so they grow big and strong, right? Well, for instance, with bacteria, they need something to feed on. What do bacteria eat? What do bacteria eat? They eat sugar a lot of times. What's the most common bacteria that we know of? That we use in experiments a lot, that we use in our kitchen, that's probably even there right now? It's a common infection that affects a lot of women sometimes, and men. Yeast. Yeast we commonly use in bread. A yeast infection sometimes is what happens for some people with their health conditions. Well, bacteria. Yeast is a bacteria. Bacteria feed on sugar. So if you have a bacterial infection in your throat and your upper respiratory system, it's feeding on sugar. Well, the standard American diet, the SAD diet as we like to call it, the standard American diet is predominantly made of sugar and carbohydrates. And whenever we're dealing with allergic responses or autoimmune responses or upper respiratory infections in our throat, in our lungs, in our nose, in our nasal passages, our sinuses, we need to consider our sugar intake throughout the day, our carbohydrate intake throughout the day, and the ratio of carbohydrate, fat, and protein to our day as well. A lot of people tell me that they have sugar cravings. A lot of people also tell me, well, they tell me whenever they're sick about their congestion, their sickness, their problems they're having right now in their throat, in their lungs, in their nose, in their mouth, in their mucus, their saliva, everything. And, well, I'm not a functional medicine doctor yet, but I do have an opinion, and one that I think is valuable. So I want to suggest something to you. The problems that we are having with our health conditions are connected to the bacteria within our body. We know about the gut microbiome. If you're familiar with the gut microbiome, it's the bacteria that live in your gut, that live in your skin, that live in your body, that live in your lungs, that live in your nose, in your brain, everything else throughout your body that affect your health. Okay, those are what communicate to your hormones, that which communicate to your brain, and tell you all these wonderful and beautiful, sometimes bad things to your body. They tell you that you're hungry. They tell you that you're thirsty. Sometimes even if you're not. Sugar, bacteria, infections, congestion, sickness, they're all related. The body is a system. Not one piece of the puzzle can exist by itself without us considering the big picture, okay? That's just one thing that I wanted to mention. So, if you're dealing with sickness, if you're dealing with congestion, upper respiratory conditions, I want you to think about how much sugar you're having throughout the day and maybe decrease that and look at vegetables like onions, garlic, peppers. Those things are going to be antimicrobial inside, and they're going to help fight that upper respiratory problem, okay? It's going to balance out that bacteria. Because right now you're sick or you're craving sugar a lot of times. And a lot of times in our standard American diet, we have sugar everywhere. We have candy at work. We have people bringing in candy bars and M&Ms and donuts and sugar cream pies and cupcakes and everything, right? And then there's a birthday party after school. So all of those things. So we're inundated by sugar. We're overwhelmed by sugar. It's around us every day, all the time. Say no and walk away. It's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt your health. It's gonna hurt your health in regards to your sickness that you're already dealing with, or maybe even make a sickness that you don't have yet. So we want to stay well. We want to stay happy. We want to stay into longevity, stay healthy, live a long life. Okay, there's that. So decrease that sugar. At least monitor it. See how much you're having throughout the day. That's a great thing to just start out with. Just see how much you're having, and then think about decreasing it. See if it does make a difference. It's cheaper than getting a medication, for instance. It's cheaper than, easier than going to go see your doctor. Okay, so there's that. And then a lot of times, whenever we are eating a lot of that sugar, that's all our body seems to crave. That's all our body seems to want. And so we're kind of working in the system where we have sugar in the morning, sugar for breakfast, sugar for snacks, sugar for lunch, sugar for snacks, sugar for dinner, and then a late night snack for dessert, right? Well, we have sugar all the time then, and our bodies need time off. So that's where people, whenever I talk to people about health and nutrition, sometimes I might mention intermittent fasting. I might mention just taking some time off for your body to heal on the inside, because that bacteria, you're just poking and prodding it with sugar, just feeding it. And we know that the mental health conditions that it kind of imposes on us in regards to addiction and sugar cravings. And I tell you what, I have so many people tell me that they're addicted to sugar, and my heart just pours out to them because I want to work with them one-on-one and actually help them move past that sugar craving that they don't feel like they can. Oh, I have a sweet tooth. Oh man, I have the worst sweet tooth. People tell me, oh, I love chocolate, I just couldn't. And I just want to help people because they come to me with their problem, their condition, their concern. In just a few simple steps, their life could be that much easier and that much better, that much healthier, and they could be that more at ease in their life. All the sugar cravings, the stress inside their body also causes stress outside the body. So we're alert, we're vigilant, we're on high alert. We're in that fight or flight mode because the sugar's causing another impulse within our body, another stimulus inside of our body because of that hormonal effect that it has inside. Those are just some of my thoughts right now. I love you guys. I truly do. That's the reason why I'm recording this video. That's the reason why I'm in my career, nutrition, dietetics, functional medicine, holistic approach in the future. I want us to think about the body as a system and understand the freedom that we have to design our own way, zigzagging along the way. That's my motto moving forward with Zigzag Nutrition. If you've ever heard me talk about it before. I just want you to know that I believe you're worth it, and I believe that you're valuable, and you deserve somebody to walk alongside you, to teach you, to help you walk through your health in this world. To navigate the world of nutrition, for instance, and to walk inside the world of wisdom and wellness, being educated and empowered to make the next best step for yourself. Something for me to leave with you, just to consider, is that how bacteria and sugar and your congestion, your sickness are related. If you want to look things up on the internet, that's great. Go ahead, find some more research, find some more information, come back to me, let me know what you think. If you're thinking that, if you're skeptical, if you're in disbelief, if you have more questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Send me a comment, send me a shout out, send me your own video, whatever you want to do. I'll try to get back with you. You can call me if you know my number. If you don't, then maybe not, just send me a message. Anyways, my thought to you in good long life, longevity, health, happiness, life, wellness, peace and prosperity to you, my friends. Peace out, coming at you with nutrition from a holistic viewpoint. The body is a system. Bacteria, sugar, sickness, and health. What can you do to live a happier, healthier life today? Thanks.